Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom or Gummy, and today we're back once again for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Once again, continuing the theme of Five Nights at Freddy's AR, we are building the new character which just came out in the game, the recent update, and that is System Error Toy Bonnie. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to start off by listing the blocks you're going to need to build this statue. So you're going to need red concrete, red wool, yellow concrete, red nether brick, red concrete powder, white concrete, yellow concrete powder. Now, I want to kind of give a little bit of context to this one. You're actually going to need red nether brick slab. However, the version I'm playing Minecraft does not have that, so I'm going to be using nether brick. I'll point this out later on in the video, but you want to be using, where possible, red nether brick slab. So again, I'm just choosing nether brick because this version doesn't have the red one, and I can't actually get on the version that does for some reason today, so we're going to make do. But if possible, please use red nether brick. Quartz slabs, red stained glass panes, orange, and yellow. So again, that is the blocks you're going to need. Please feel free to pause here, grab them blocks into your inventory, and then we'll get straight into building. Before we do, I want to once again give a huge shout out to the designers of this statue. So as usual, RedXPhones, but also assisted by ABTP13 and also BadBoySatori. So again, huge shout out to all of them. Information down in the description below. Please do go show some love and support. And as well as that, if you are a Minecraft PC player, we do have Tanto Network back online. So if you're playing on 1.15.2, tantonetwork.com is the IP. Please come along, feel free to build some statues and potentially get them featured on the channel. But anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into building. Just before the video starts, I want to do a quick little plug. If you do enjoy my content and want to support the channel, please consider using my support a creator code in the Fortnite item store. That is GUMMMYYY, so Gummy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. This applies to all purchases on the item store. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me create more regular content for you guys to hopefully enjoy. So, starting off with our System Error Toy Bonnie statue, we're going to be building the front side of the legs. So the front side of the legs is going to be 12 tall and 8 blocks wide and standard, and we're going to start off by finding a nice empty space, grabbing ourselves our red concrete, and we're going to place 8 red concrete. So layer number 1 is going to be 8 red concrete. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once again, layer number 1, 8 red concrete. Layer number 2 is going to be 8 yellow concrete. So again, second layer is 8 yellow concrete. The third layer now, we're starting to get a little more into the detail. We're going to have 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 2 red concrete, red wool, red concrete, and red wool. So once again, that is the third layer. After every single layer, please feel free to pause the video if you need to. Make sure that you have everything looking great, because otherwise, as I said, once you get nearer to the end and you've kind of invested half an hour and you realize something went wrong 2 minutes into the video, it's definitely not ideal. So for the fourth layer now, we're going to be placing 8 of our red concrete. On top of this, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 4 red concrete, 1 wool, and 1 concrete. So that is the 5th layer in total. For the 6th layer now, our halfway point, we're going to place 8 yellow concretes, nice and easy. On top of this, for the 7th, we are going to do 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 2 wool, 1 concrete, 1 wool, and 1 concrete. So again, that is layer number 7. For layer number 8, we're going to place 1 concrete, 1 wool, 4 red concrete, 1 red wool, and 1 red concrete. And on top of this, we are going to place 3 red concrete, 2 yellow concrete, and 3 red concrete. So again, backing up so you can see, that is layer number 9. Layer number 10 now, we are going to place 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 1 yellow concrete, 2 red concrete, 1 yellow, 1 red concrete, and 1 red wool. Second to last layer, number 11, we're going to place 2 yellow, 4 red concrete, and 2 yellow concrete. And then for the 12th and final layer, we're going to place 1 yellow concrete, 6 red concrete, and 1 yellow concrete. So as simple as that, that is the front side of the legs at this current point. Do bear with me, there is going to be some little 3D effects in this case, so we will be adding them in a second. But for now, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Once again, that is 12 blocks tall and 8 blocks wide. With regards to the 3D effects, what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves the 3 stained glass panes, so that being red, orange and yellow. Now, what we're going to do is add some almost like pixels coming off the side. It looks almost a bit like flames coming out. It's pretty cool. So what we are going to do is we're going to start off by coming to the 3rd layer, the one above the yellow. We're going to come to the 4th block from the left, and we're going to place 1 red stained glass pane, and also on the 7th block. So on the 3rd layer, there is 2 in total. We're then going to come to the 5th layer, 3rd block. We're going to place 1 yellow. We're then going to come to the 5th layer, 6th block, place 1 orange, and 5th layer, 8th block, 1 yellow. So again, so far, 5 glass panes in total. Moving up to the next section, on this first row of red, directly above the yellow, so layer number 7, on this red wall here, layer or block, should I say, number 4, we're going to place a red glass pane, and also on block number 7. On the next layer, on block number 8, we're going to place a yellow. On the next layer, on block number 3, we're going to place a red. Block number 6, a orange. And then we're going to go up diagonal to this layer here, layer number 10, 7th block, and place 1 red. And in total, it ends up looking something like this. Pretty simple, but pretty effective. So again, that is the legs with the 3D effects. If you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And what we're going to do is start making some progress on the body. So with the body, what we're going to do is we're going to place on the left side and the right side 1 red concrete. We're then going to expand to the left, 1, 2, 3 and 4, exact same to the right side. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 to the right. And essentially what we're doing there is marking out where the hands are going to go, where the arms begin. We're not going to worry about the rest of them actually building it up. We're just marking it out so that once we come back later on in the video and actually start working on it, it's all good to go and we don't have to worry about it. Returning back now to the body, the 13th layer, aka the first layer of the body, we are going to place next to our red concrete, 1 red concrete, 1 red wall, 2 red concrete, 1 red wall, and 1 red concrete. So that is layer number 1. For layer number 2, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 6 yellow concrete, and 1 red concrete. On top of this, we are going to place for layer number 3, 1 yellow concrete, 1 red concrete, 4 red nether brick, 1 red concrete, and 1 yellow concrete. So again, that's the 3rd layer. Now, what we're going to do here is with our red nether brick, we're going to go a little off track. We are going to build, so we're going to leave 1 block. We're going to place 6 red nether brick, leave 1 block. And from here, we're going to build up 1, 2 on either side, 1, 2, and then link in the middle by placing 4 blocks, like so. What we're then going to do is repeat that. So on the left side, 1, 2, right side, 1, 2, link in the middle, and we've got something that looks like this. For the final section, we're going to leave 1 block, we're going to place 4, and then on top of that, we're going to leave 1 block, place 2, and it ends up like this, as you can see. That's kind of the center area of the chest, and what we're going to go ahead and do is in the middle gaps, we're going to place 4 red wool on either one, and then surrounding it, we'll fill in the rest of the detail separately. So again, that just makes it a little easier rather than switching blocks. Just do everything in one go, and then we'll fill in the surrounding area as appropriate. So starting with the left side, above this yellow concrete here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 red wool. We're then going to place 1 red concrete, 2 red wool, and then 3 red concrete. On the right side, we're going to do the exact same. So above the yellow concrete, 3 red wool, 1 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 3 red concrete. In this remaining area here, we're going to fill this all in using red concrete. So we build it up 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, and 4, and it ends up looking something like this. So that is your 12 by 8 rectangle. That's going to be the front side of the body. Now, what we're going to do whilst we're here is we're going to grab ourselves our red wool, and starting off in the top left corner, we're going to leave a block. We're then going to place a 2 by 2 square. leave a 2 block gap, place a second 2x2 square with a 1 block gap to the right side. On either one, so on the left, we're going to go down 1 on the bottom right corner. On the right, down 1 in the bottom left. And we're going to link above, just above the 2 red nether brick here by placing 2 red wool. That's going to be the bow tie that you kind of see on all the toy characters. And that is the front side of the body complete. So again, that is the front side of both the legs and the body. Currently, it should be 24 tall and 8 blocks wide. If you're including the arms, 16. Of course, we haven't technically built them yet. So what we're going to do now is, on the topic of arms, start making some progress. So we're going to start off on the left side. If you haven't already, you come to the 13th layer of the build, aka the first layer of the body, and you're going to go 4 blocks to the left using red concrete. Now the arms are going to be 12 by 4, so 12 tall, 4 wide. So we're going to be doing 12 layers, 11 on top of the existing one. Second layer is going to be 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, and 1 red concrete. On top of this, nice and simple, 4 yellow concrete for the third layer. For the fourth layer, we're going to do 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete. On top of this, we are going to do 1 red wool and 3 red concrete, and we're going to do that twice. So that's going to be the 5th and 6th layer. For the 7th layer, we are going to do 4 yellow concrete. On top of this, for layer number 8, we're going to do 1 red wool, 3 red concrete. On top of this, 4 red concrete. On top of that, 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 2 red concrete. So that's layer number 10. For layer number 11, we're going to do 3 red concrete, 1 red wool, and we repeat this for the 12th layer. So once you've done that, it looks something like this. Again, that's a 12 by 4, and that's going to be the left arm. Now there is the option to punch out the top left corner, just make it a little more rounded. I'll discuss that as we build up these sides of the arms later on in the video. Heading over to the right side, is the exact same, so it's just mirrored across. So if you want to kind of build it and flip it across, you are more than welcome to do so. However, I will run through it layer by layer, just for the ones that want me to. So starting off once again on the 13th layer, we go 4 blocks to the right using red concrete. On top of this, we're going to do 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, and 2 red concrete. For the third layer, we're going to do 4 yellow concrete. On top of this, we're going to do 1 red concrete, 1 wool, 2 concrete. And on top of this, we're going to do 2 layers of 3 red concrete and 1 red wool. To cap this off, we're going to do a layer of 4 yellow concrete. So once again, that's layer number 7. Layer number 8 is going to be 3 concrete, 1 wool, followed by 4 concrete, followed by 2 concrete, 1 wool, and 1 concrete. So that's layer number 10. For layers 11 and 12, once again, that's 1 wool, 3 concrete, and again, as I said before, exact same as the left side, that is the right arm complete. So on the topic of the right arm, just like we did on the legs, we're going to pull out the red, orange, and yellow glass, and we're going to add some 3D effects. So starting off, we're going to come to the left side of the arm, 4th layer, we're going to place 1 red on the first block, and 1 red on, so the red wool here, so it's actually technically, I guess, to the left of the arm, so we place 1. We're then going to leave a 2 block gap, and the third block on the arm, so this one here, is going to be a red. Moving up to the layer just above the yellow, on the block, second yellow underneath, we're going to place 1 yellow stained glass pane, and directly to the left of the yellow, we're going to place 1 red stained glass pane. In this final section above here, we're going to come to this red wool, the lone red wool. Below it, we're going to place 1 orange. To the left of it, we leave a 1 block gap, and then place 1 yellow. And then to the right of this red wool, directly above the yellow, we're going to place a red stained glass pane. And it ends up looking like that. So again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And that is the front side of the body. So again, I'll back up just so you can see. That is 24 tall, 16 wide, 8 wide if you're not including the arms, which are of course 4 on the left and 4 on the right. So what we're going to do now is continue working on the sides and making it 3D. So we're going to come around to the left side and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left using red concrete. So the side of the arms, side of the legs is 12 by 4. However, and big however, is of course the block we've already got here is our 4th block. So that's done out the way. We do not need to worry about it. So we're placing 3 plus the existing one. That's going to give us our 12 by 4. Hopefully that makes sense. So again, the first layer is 3 red concrete. Second layer is going to be 3 yellow concrete. On top of that, we're going to place 1 red wool, 2 red concrete. On top of that, 3 red concrete. And on top of that, 1 red concrete and 2 red wool. We're going to cap this off with 3 yellow concrete. So again, it ends up looking like this. That is the first 6 layers. On top of that, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 2 red wool. We're then going to do 2 layers of red concrete. And then for the final layer in this section, we're going to place 1 red wool, 2 red concrete. To cap this off for the final 2 layers, we're going to place on the 11th layer 3 yellow concrete, and then for the 12th, 1 yellow and 2 red concrete. So that is going to be your 12 by 4. Again, pause if you need to, and we're then going to head around to the right side and do something very, very similar. So from a side angle, looks like this, pretty cool. Heading around to the right side, exact same applies. 1, 2, 3 to the right. On top of this, we're going to do 3 yellow concrete. On top of that, we're going to do 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, a row of 3 red concrete, and a row of 2 red wool, 1 red concrete. We're going to cap this off nicely, as you can see by the side, with 3 yellow concrete. First 6 layers complete. On top of that, we're going to place 2 red wool, 1 red concrete, 2 layers of 3 red concrete, a layer of 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, and then for the final 2 layers, same as before, 3 yellow, final layer, 2 red, 1 yellow. So again, that is your 12 by 4, and what we're going to do on this one is add our glass panes as the 3D effect. So for the glass panes on this side, it's only in the 2 center blocks, so that's block number 2 and block number 3 of each row. So first off, we're going to come to the 4th layer, which is the row directly below the red wall here. On the left side, we're going to place 1 red stained glass pane. Coming to the yellow, 3rd block in, we're going to place a orange. Coming to the red concrete, 2nd block in, directly above the red wall, 1 yellow. Up diagonal to right, 1 orange. Up diagonal to right and up 1 on the yellow, we're going to place 1 red. So again, looks like this. In total, 5 stained glass panes. And if you want to pause, please do feel free. So that is the sides of the legs complete, nice and simple. What we're going to do now is come to the rear side of the arms, and we're going to expand these back. Essentially what this is going to be doing is building a platform, which we're going to build up from the sides, but it means there won't be a hole in the underside of the hands. So the way we're going to do this is come to the bottom layer of the red concrete here, expand all the way back, 3 blocks in total, and we're going to do this on the right side as well. So again, 3 blocks back all the way across, and if you come below, this will give you a 4 by 4 square. Now what you're going to do is, in the back left corner, we're going to go in diagonal, and we're going to replace 1 with red wool. We're going to go in diagonal again, and place a 2nd block again with red wool. Head over to the right side, and front left corner, we're going to go in diagonal twice, and again, replace with red wool. So from below, that's the right hand, from below, this is the left hand. So again, a small little detail, not too important, but just a nice touch. Now, if you come around to the side of the arm, in this case, I'm on the left side, it should give you a backwards L shape. So 12 by 4 backwards L. And of course, just like we did on the legs, the 4th block is already done. That's what you're looking at right here. So we're only going to be placing 3 blocks per layer. Starting off with the 2nd layer, we are going to place 2 red concrete, 1 red wool. For the 3rd layer, we're going to place 3 yellow concrete. For the 4th layer, 3 red concrete. 5th and 6th layer is going to be 1 red wool and 2 red concrete. We're going to cap this off with 3 yellow concrete, followed by 1 red wool, 2 red concrete, 3 red concrete, 1 red concrete, 2 wool, and then 2 layers of 3 red concrete. That's a 12 by 4. From a corner angle, looks like this. You can see very symmetrical front side to rear side. What we're going to do now is again pull out the glass panes. Starting off with this red wall, second layer, place one red stained glass. Second block of the yellow, go up one. On this block here, we're going to place an orange. Up diagonal to left, a red. And to the right side, on the red wall again, a second red. From here, we're going to go up diagonal to the left, third block, one yellow. Up diagonal to the left again, on the yellow, second block, one red. Up diagonal again, one orange. To the right side, this red wall, one red. We're then going to move up slightly, so come up to the 10th layer, second block. That's this red wall here. We're going to place one orange, and then up diagonal to right, one yellow. So you can see a lot more stained glass on this side, but from a corner angle, looks really, really awesome. So again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Heading around to the right side now, exact same applies. So once again, first block in this scenario is already done. We're going to be placing 3 blocks onto it. It's going to give us our 12 by 4. So second layer is going to be one red wall, 2 red concrete. Third layer, 3 yellow concrete. Fourth layer, 3 red concrete. Fifth and sixth, 2 red concrete, 1 red wall. On top of this, 3 yellow concrete. On top of that, 2 red concrete, 1 wall. Next layer, 3 concrete. Next layer, 2 wall, 1 concrete. Final 2 layers, 3 red concrete. Again, 12 by 4. In terms of the glass panes, red wall, bottom left corner, second layer, second block, 1 red stained glass pane. Up diagonal, third block of the yellow, go up 1 orange glass pane. Up diagonal to right, 1 red stained glass pane. Directly to the left side, again, 1 red stained glass pane. Up diagonal to the right, 1 yellow. Up diagonal to right, 1 red. Up diagonal to right, 1 red. Directly to the left side, 1 orange. And then we move up to the section here, 10th layer, second block, third block, the red wall. We're going to place 1 yellow. And then up diagonal to the left, 1 red. Again, 12 by 4, right side of the arm. From a corner angle, looks like this. So, again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And on that basis, what we're going to do is start making some progress on the rear side of the body. Because if you come around to the rear side, the statue looking pretty empty. So we're going to start off with the rear side of the legs. The rear side's pretty easy. There's no real 3D effects other than the little tail that we add to all of the Bonnie statues. So we're going to start off by pointing out the rear side of the legs is a 12 by 8. However, left side and right side both already have existing blocks. So we're going to place 6 in the middle, linking left to right. So 6 plus the existing 2 is going to give us our 8. Hopefully makes pretty easy sense. First layer is going to be 6 red concrete, followed by 6 yellow concrete. Third layer is going to be 1 red concrete, 1 wall, 2 concrete, wall and concrete. So again, that's layer number 3. Layer number 4 is going to be 6 red concrete, followed by 1 red wall, 4 concrete, 1 wall. Capping this off, there's going to be 6 yellow concrete. On top of that, there's going to be 1 wall, 1 concrete, 2 wall, 1 concrete and 1 wall. And on top of that, it's going to be 1 wall, 4 concrete and 1 wall. On top of this, we are going to place 2 concrete, 2 yellow concrete, 2 red concrete. We're then going to place 1 red concrete, 1 yellow, 2 red, 1 yellow, 1 red. On top of this, we're going to place 1 yellow, 4 red, 1 yellow, and for the final layer, simply going to be 6 blocks of red concrete. So that's a 12 by 8. That's the rear side legs. Again, if you want to, please feel free to pause. So moving on now to the rear side of the body. Rear side of the body, once again, no surprises, 12 by 8. We're going to start off with the first layer, going to be 8 red concrete. So again, that's 8 red concrete. Second layer is going to be 1 red, 6 yellow, and 1 red. On top of that, it's going to be 1 yellow, 6 red concrete, and 1 yellow. So that's already the third layer. Fourth layer now, very simple, 8 red concrete. On top of this, we're going to do 3 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 3 red concrete. So that is layer number 5. For layer number 6, we're going to do 1 red wool, 6 red concrete, 1 red wool. On top of that, we're going to do 1 red wool, 1 concrete, 1 wool, 2 concrete, 1 wool, 1 concrete, and 1 wool. So again, just backing up so you can see. On top of this, we're going to cap it off with a layer of 8 red concrete, followed by a layer of 3 red concrete, 2 wool, 3 concrete, followed by a layer of 8 red concrete. Second to last layer now is going to be 1 concrete, 1 wool, 4 concrete, 1 wool, 1 concrete, and then the 12th and final layer is going to be 3 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 3 red concrete. So that is the rear side of the body. Now, in terms of the 3D tail I speculated to earlier, once again, this is optional. If you don't want to add it, you're more than welcome just to ignore it, just leave it, don't apply it. But again, it kind of keeps in theme with all the other body statues we've done on the channel. So on the yellow concrete line here, layer number 2, on the second block of yellow, or third block of the row, we're going to place 4 red wool. Above it, we're going to place 2, so leaving a 1 block gap on the left and a 1 block gap on the right. Underneath it, we're going to place a row of 4, and then underneath that, we're going to leave 1 block, place 2, and leave 1 block. So again, it kind of goes onto the rear side of the legs as well. That's intended, but that is the little bunny tail. Now, in regards to the rear side of each arm, so we'll get that done, get that finished. We're going to start off with the left side first. So again, first block already done, 3 blocks per layer. First row, again, is 3 red concrete. Second is 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, followed by 3 yellow concrete. That's then 1 red concrete, 1 wool, 1 concrete, followed by 2 layers of 3 red concrete and a layer of yellow concrete. So again, backing up so you can see. On top of this, we're going to place 3 red concrete, followed by 2 concrete, 1 wool. Next layer is 1 wool, 1 concrete, 1 wool. The layer after that, 11th layer, is going to be 2 concrete, 1 wool. And the 12th layer is going to be 3 red concrete. Whoops, doing a bit of a rough job. Heading over to the right side, we are going to do 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete. We're then going to do 3 yellow, followed by 1 red, 1 wool, 1 concrete, 2 layers of red concrete, and a layer of yellow concrete. On top of this, 3 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 concrete, 2 concrete, 1 wool, 1 concrete, 1 wool. Next layer, second to last, 1 wool, 2 concrete, and final layer is going to be 3 red concrete. So that is the rear side of the body. Once again, 12 by 4 for each arm, 12 by 8 for the rear side of the body in the center. So with regards to the shoulders, what we're going to do is we're going to fill it in solid using red concrete. So that's going to be a 16 by 4 area. What we're then going to do is grab ourselves on the left side, top left corner, go in diagonal 1 to the right and replace with red wool. And we're going to do the exact same on the right side, so back right corner, in diagonal to the left and replace. So from above, it looks like this. Now, the only difference is on the left side, we are going to grab ourselves our red stained glass panes. We're going to punch the back left and front left corner out, and to the right of the back left, we're going to place 2 red stained glass panes. We're then going to go forwards, 1, 2, and here we're going to place 1 orange and to the right 1. Heading over to the right side, we are again going to punch out back right, front right. We're then on the front right, going to go forwards 1 to here, place an orange and to the left. And then to the left of this red wall, we're going to place 2 red stained glass panes. So from above, it looks like this. So that is the statue so far. Of course, we're missing the head. We're going to make some progress on that in a second. But before we move on to that, I'm going to give you guys a second to catch up, final opportunity I guess to make sure you're on the right track. Of course, as I said before, all the dimensions. So we've got the front side of the body, front side of the legs, sorry, 12 by 8. Front side of the body, 12 by 8, and the front side of each arm, 12 by 4. Followed by the left side of the leg, 12 by 4. The underside of the left hand, 4 by 4. The left side of the arm, 12 by 4. Heading around to the right side of the leg, 12 by 4. Underside of the right hand, 4 by 4. And right side of the arm, 12 by 4. Heading around to the rear side with the rear side of the legs, 12 by 8. Rear side of the body, 12 by 8. And the rear side of each arm, 12 by 4. Followed by the top side of the shoulders, which is 16 by 4. So again, hopefully, if you did have any issues, you were struggling a little bit, that final little opportunity to pause per section offered some kind of assistance. If it didn't, again, please do let me know down in the comment section below, and I can try and help you on a more personalized basis. So with this said, let's start making some progress on the head. So we're going to come to the front side, aka the side with the bow tie. Come to the front left corner, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block to the right, we're going to place a red concrete and bring it 2 forwards. On the right side, we do the exact same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, red concrete, 2 forwards. Link them together by placing 6 blocks in between, and what this is going to give you is an 8 by 2 overhang, as you can see right there. What we're then going to do is come around to the side, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, exact same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and link together just like you did at the front side. And what this is going to give you is an 8 by 2 overhang on the front side, an 8 by 2 overhang on the rear side, and an 8 by 8 square in total. So this 8 by 8 square is going to be the template for the head. So again, we're going to work from here and build out, starting off with the front side, which we're going to work on now. So for the front side, we're going to start off in front of the red concrete by leaving a 1 block gap, placing 6 red wool, and leaving a 1 block gap. So we're technically extending it by a 3rd block. What we're then going to do is, on top of the red wool, and this is where, again, I want to highlight, if you have access to the red nether brick slab, which I do not in this case, but if you do, use red nether brick slab, not nether brick, use red nether brick. But of course, as I said, I'm playing on the Xbox One version. My understanding is it's not in the game currently, even though the main block itself is, so I'm having to make do. But if you're on any of the other platforms that do, or the Bedrock edition, use the red nether brick slab. What we're going to do is we're going to place 2 slabs. We're going to place 2 blocks and 2 slabs. Once again, this should be in red. And then behind this, we're going to place 2 yellow concrete, or you can place 2 of our yellow concrete powder, in fact. We're then going to place 2 red concrete and 2 yellow concrete powder. So from the front side, it looks like this. Above the nether brick, we're going to place 2 red wool. We're then going to expand 2 to the left and 2 blocks to the right. And above this, we're going to place 2 red wool, 2 white concrete, and 2 red wool. So it ends up, if you back up, looking something like this. What you're then going to do is either side, on top of the red concrete here, you're going to build up 1, 2, 3. Same on the right side, 1, 2, 3. So that is the mouth and nose area. Going back to this red concrete here, we're going to go up 1. We're then going to go to the right using 1 yellow concrete, 1 white concrete, 2 red, 1 white, 1 yellow, and 1 red concrete. Above this, we're going to place 1 red, 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 yellow, and 1 red. So again, currently looks like this. For the 7th layer, the second to the last layer, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 2 red wool, 2 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 1 red concrete. And then for the 8th and final layer, it's going to be 8 red concrete. On the red wool here, directly above the eyes, on the upper half of the red wool, we're going to place 2 quartz slabs on each side. So once again, emphasis on the upper half. So there should be a little red wool gap underneath, in between the eyes and the slabs. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to grab ourselves some string. So let's find that. And next to the slabs here, we're going to place 1, 2 string either side, so left side and right side. And on top of this, we're going to place a 2x2 square of red concrete powder. So this is expanding the kind of cheeks out to the side. And as you can see, it ends up looking like this. So that is the front side of the face so far. There will be some adjustments we're going to make in a second, but I'll explain them once we get to it. So for now, if you want to pause, again, please feel free to do so. And we're going to head around to the left side and start making some progress. So heading around to the left side, what we're going to start off by doing is building up all the way across using red concrete. So we're going to build up 7, and we're going to follow this all the way around the statue. So that includes the rear side and also the right side. So it's a simple case of following the perimeter we built before, round all the way, building up 7 each time. And what this is going to give you is an 8x8 square on the front side, or sorry, the left side, an 8x8 square on the right side, and an 8x8 square on the rear side. Once we've done that, we can then go ahead and add some 3D details. We'll also fill in the top, once again using red concrete, and add the ears, and that is us done in lovely time. So as you can see there, gone ahead and filled everything in, sides. Let's fill in the top, once again using red concrete, and that's going to give us our 8x8x8 cube, which is kind of the base dimensions of the head. On the basis you've then done that, come back round to the left side, and from this red concrete powder, or whatever it's called, it is red concrete powder, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the left using our red concrete. Underneath that we do the exact same, and then underneath that we're once again for a third time going to place 7 red concrete. What we're then going to do is punch out the bottom left corner, so it gives us this kind of curved shape, and we punch out the top left again to kind of achieve something similar. Now in terms of the little glass panes, so we'll grab them back, our red, yellow and orange. We are going to start off on the 3D red concrete. On the second layer, first block, place 1 red, third block, 1 red, and second to last block, 1 red. The layer directly above the 3D, starting on the left side, 1 yellow on the first block, and on the 7th we're going to place 1 orange. The next layer, the 6th layer, we're going to come to the third block and place 1 orange, and the 8th block and place 1 red. 7th layer, we're going to come to the second block, 1 yellow. The 5th block, we're going to place 1 red, and then we're going to come to the final layer, to the 6th block, and place 1 yellow. So that is the left side of the head. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Going around to the right side, we're going to start off once again by expanding from the left side with the red concrete. So 7 to the right, 3 layers. So that is the second, third and fourth layer, and that's going to be 7 to right on each one. Once again, punch out the bottom right and top right corner to give it a little more curvature. And then come to the red concrete, 3D effect. Third block from the left, we're going to place 1 red glass pane. Above this, second block, red glass pane. Layer above that, 7th block, so second from final. And then the final block, we're going to go up diagonal from the orange to the left one, and we're going to place 1 red glass pane. So in total, only 4 on this side, not too many. There will be a bunch more on the ears, which will make it a little more detailed. Heading around to the right, the rear side finally, we have once again a plain 8x8 square with a block missing each corner, just to make it a little more rounded. We are going to come to the 7th layer, to the 5th block, so this one here. We're then going to go down 1, 2, and to the left, and place 1. And there's 2 blocks in total, so again that's on the 6th layer and the 7th layer and the 5th layer, and that's on the 4th block and the 5th block. So again, 2 in total, very, very simple. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the top side, and we're going to start building the ears. So come to the front left corner, we're going to go second block in and go up 3 blocks using red concrete, 3 blocks using red nether brick, and 3 blocks using red concrete. Behind this, we're then going to build a 3x3 square of red concrete, and we're going to continue going up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to build, on the front layer, so bring this forwards one, on top of the front layer, we build a 3x3 square of red concrete, so it gives us this gradient. And in front of that, we're going to build 1 layer of 3 red, 1 layer of 2 red nether brick, 1 red, and 3 red. So that's going to be the shape of the ear, as you can see there. We're going to repeat this on the right side. So once again, we're going to leave a 2-block gap and do 3 red nether brick, and 3 red. And behind, place a 3x3 square of red concrete. And then just as we did before, we extend this up 3 layers, bring it forwards 1 by placing 1 row of red, 2 red nether brick, 1 red, and 3 red concrete. And that is the ears. Now, in regards to the left ear, grabbing our glass panes, on the second layer, first block, we're going to place 1 yellow, third layer, second block, 1 orange, and then on the upper section, second layer, first block, we're going to place 1 red. With regards to the right ear, slightly more complex. So on the right side, first layer, first block, 1 yellow, second layer, second block, 1 red. We're then going to come to the fourth layer, second block, 1 yellow, top layer, first block, 1 orange. So again, 4 in total. And then on the top of the ear, in line with the front side, we are going to place on the middle one and to the right 2 red stained glass panes. And once you've done that, that is the head complete, and more importantly, that is the statue. So you can see it looks really, really awesome. And again, huge credit to the designers, ABTP13, RedXPhones, BadBoySatori, and of course, this is your system error Toy Bonnie statue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my arm, we'll do a little spin around, and I'll wrap up the video. Once again, I really do appreciate everyone sticking to the end who is here, and please, please, please bear in mind again, I can't highlight it enough, if you do have the red nether brick slabs, do use that instead of what you can see on your screen. It looks much, much better, it looks a lot more rich, a lot more kind of vibrant, and that's the look we are going for. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for sticking to the end. If you did enjoy the video, a like is very much appreciated. Appreciate all the support recently with this content. It's good to see the channel growing again. But if you haven't, definitely consider subscribing with notifications on. And if you want to get notified every time I upload and you don't trust YouTube, and frankly, I do not blame you, follow me on Twitter at GummyBearGames. I tweet out every time I upload, plus a few other kind of random stuff every so often. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we do have the Tanto network server back online. So if you're looking for a Minecraft PC creative server where you can build all your statue goodness or anything else in particular, again, that's free to join, and that's tantonetwork.com. The IP and Discord will be in the description, and it's where a bunch of the builders that do the statues that you see on the channel are playing. So yeah, apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below as to what you want to see next, and until next time, my name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through.